and welcome back to Movie Files. Elliot here with a brand new spoiler-free Netflix review, and this time it's for the film Rim of the World, which premiered this morning on Netflix. And I'm here to talk about the good, the bad, give you my score at the end of this video, and also let you know if it's worth streaming. With so much coming out this weekend, I want to let you guys know if I think it's worth the time to sit down and watch. But before we do that, I want you guys to do me a couple favors. Number one, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our latest movie reviews, TV breakdowns, trailer reactions, unboxing videos, and giveaways, so definitely subscribe. And also comment below, let me know what you all thought of this film if you got the chance to watch it. If you saw the trailer, let me know what you thought of it. But with that being said, let's start this review. Alrighty, so Rim of the World is directed by McG, and the way I came about finding out this film was I didn't see a trailer, I didn't see any promotions about it. I actually saw it being talked about recently on Collider Live. If you guys watch Collider Live like myself, they had McG on earlier this week, and he was talking about many different things, his past films, his upcoming TV shows like True Lies on Disney Plus, and many different things in between. But most of the conversation at the beginning took place with them talking about his newest movie on Netflix, which I am here to discuss with you all. So once he was describing the movie and kind of his enthusiasm behind the movie, it kind of excited me. And again, I have seen no trailers for it, so I went into this really kind of, obviously I knew the premise when he talked about it, which is you have a group of four young teenagers that get caught up in this alien invasion. They have to save the world while they're at this summer camp. So that's kind of the premise. So jumping into the review here, again, going into it kind of blind. I have to say at the end of the day, I'll say this. So going into watching this film as a whole, and I think halfway through the movie, this is when I kind of changed my glance of the film and kind of my viewpoint of the film. If you look at this film in a vein of a kid type of movie, the target audience is definitely kid-friendly, and more in particular like teenager kid-friendly in that vibe, and not necessarily adult teenagers or young teenagers, but right in that 13 to 14, 15 age. I think in that sense of the film, when you look at it in that light, the film's okay, you know, and I'll get into the negatives, but as far as the journey that we go through with these characters, again, these four teenagers, Gabriel, Alex is mostly our biggest lead in the movie because he gets the most backstory. We have Darius, or Dariush, I believe his name was, and then you have the young girl, Zin. So you have these four different characters on all different places in lives, not getting too much to their backstory, but they're definitely completely different backgrounds. They go to this camp, and in that camp, you get the vibes of like, okay, this is a tongue-in-cheek type of film. And also going into this movie, I've seen McG films. I've seen Charlie's Angels. I've seen this is completely different, but Terminator Salvation. I've seen recently, in the last couple of years, he had Babysitter, which I actually enjoyed. So I knew what I was kind of getting into with McG here. So going into that, the jokes kind of are not going to work for everyone, including me. A lot of the jokes at the beginning fell completely flat. You have these, these actors that are now, Instagram, for example, is you get a lot of Instagram actors in these Netflix films. You got King Batch, and I can't think of the young lady's name, Amanda something, but you get a couple of those characters, and they're in it for a brief moment, and a lot of that just kind of fell flat. And a lot of the adults in this movie were just kind of very dull, very one-dimensional. But then the kids, this is what the movie's all about, and that's where I'm going to start off the positive. As far as for the end of the film, I was actually kind of enjoyed by the kids. It took a little minute to get used to their characteristics and some of the dialogue they were saying and some of the stuff that they went through. But by the end of the film, you could see their friendship. You could see they have, in not the most grandiose way, but they all have character arcs in a sense. Again, you have, not getting too in depth of the actual backstory, but you have Alex, who's kind of the fearful kid. You have Zin, who's kind of the loner kid. You have Darius, who's kind of the spoiled kid in a sense, and kind of the joke, the butt of a joke in some cases. And then you have Gabriel, who's kind of a criminal, as he calls himself. So not getting into it, but by the end of the time, at the end of the movie, you see their arc, and you can believe their arc throughout the film, which I enjoyed. And also in the vein of a Goonies, of a E.T., of a Jurassic Park, I find myself enjoying these type of films, these coming of age, Stranger Thing type of vibe movies. I think by no means am I comparing this movie to those things I just said, but it had those kind of vibes where you can see, again, jumping back, going in a time machine and going back to Elliot as a 13-year-old, I can see how this can be enjoyable in some sense. This is, again, a kid friendly movie. It has a little edge to it. There's some violence in it with the alien invasions and some kills going on and some blood here and there. And there are some language things that they bring up. Not necessarily bad words, but curse words that kids say nowadays. I mean, who wasn't cursing at the age of 13? Not everyone, but I know I was. But anyway, it has that type of edginess to it, which I can kind of enjoy in that. And like I said, the biggest thing walking away from this film, or just turning off less than 30 minutes ago, was at the end of the day, the kids were fine. Their journey was fun at times. There are some good laughs and some good character moments throughout the film. And like I said, at the beginning of the film, the characters start at point A and they end in point Z. And throughout that journey, there were some enjoyable moments. Now, getting into the negatives, again, taking away the kid vibe and taking away my glance of it being looked at as a kid film, at the end of the day, it's not the best film. I'll be honest with you. The dialogue is very cringy at times. The actual storyline is very generic in a sense. We've seen this movie before. And also, like I said, the adults in this film were all pointless and just very terrible actors in my sense. And then I won't say terrible actors. The things they were given were just terrible. And then there's, these different characters that pop in and out of the film that, again, were just very one note. But the biggest thing was, other than the script, some CGI issues. Again, this is a Netflix film, but we all know Netflix dumps a lot of money into their films at the time. But a lot of the CGI, especially in that first act, was very terrible. But by the end of the film, it got a little bit better. But definitely the first act of the film was by far the weakest. That's where the jokes really fell flat. The characters seem very just outrageous, and the stuff that this Darius kid, who by the end of the film I actually kind of liked him, but some of the stuff he was saying was just so stereotypical and just generic, and also came back to the stuff that he was saying. It was just very, very one note, and I was almost on the verge of turning off. But wrapping up this review, by the second act, once you get to know the characters, once they acclimate and they know each other and they go on this journey, that's when the film really kind of picks up and gives a little bit of life and a little bit of fun, a little bit of entertaining. So with that being said, this is, I would say, your average Netflix type of film. This isn't nothing too spectacular. This isn't terrible, but kind of right in the middle. So for me, I'm giving this film a solid 3 out of 5, because again, by that first act, I thought this was going to be a terrible Netflix film, and I wasn't going to recommend it. But, with that being said, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. There is a lot of stuff out right now, not only on Netflix, which I will have another review coming for Perfection, which we're going to probably review tomorrow, but there's a ton of stuff at the theater between John Wick, Avengers, we got Aladdin this weekend, we got Brightburn, which I'm hoping to see one of those films this weekend and give you a review by Sunday. But I will say, in the middle of the road, as far as Netflix films, this is something worth checking out. But with that being said, keep an eye out for some new reviews. We will be reviewing the Perfection film on Netflix probably tomorrow, and then Aladdin probably on Sunday. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell. Follow us on all of our social media accounts. Thank you guys for watching this review. Let me know in the comments, again, what you thought of this film and if you're going to check it out. And also, what are you checking out overall this weekend? Let me know in the comments. Again, thank you for watching this review. We'll see you pretty soon. And thanks for watching this video for the 9th time. Appreciate it, guys, and see you soon.